First things
Walter.
After
First words out of your mouth were
Dude, Austin, what's your middle name?
Daniel.
Okay, every time.
Oh, we're not calling him that. That's just.
I like Walter.
I like that better.
Our middle name's Walter.
Yes.
Go ahead.
After your definitions, you were talking about in 1998, the United States and Russia were getting together for cybersecurity.
Yeah, we basically went through and said what we both agree on when concerning cybersecurity.
Okay. Oh. All right. So that was just what they said. Well, basically, what was the whole 1998 thing?
The whole 1998 thing was basically seeing, I think, where we stood.
Okay, Austin, when you cross-examine, stand straight and look up. So you want to ask the room this question. And then you want to look out at the room for an answer. So you don't look down while you wait. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, try again.
After you were finishing with your definitions, you started talking about the United States and Russia with cybersecurity in 1998. What was exactly what you were saying there?
I think what we were saying was basically where the United States actually agreed with them. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, thank you. And in your first mandate, you were talking about Cyber Command. What exactly is Cyber Command? Because I didn't hear anything about that.
Cyber Command. Oh, it's a good question. Cyber Command is basically the current system with cybersecurity. Basically, we track whenever there is a cyber attack, we can tell we can tell where the attack came from, and we can actually counter it with an offensive measure. I'm not exactly sure of the methodology, but my guess is they send like an antivirus to attack their virus that's invading us, and we might even send a virus out to them from them.
So, do we have people to work these?
Yes, absolutely. I think it was created a couple months ago, but it's been very successful thus far.
Okay. And do you have evidence talking about how Cyber Command has worked in the past or will work? Like, why are we doing this?
Are you trying to get into why we are actually doing our
like?
plan?
Is this like? Do you have anything saying that this is something that we should be doing?
I'm not exactly sure what you're. We should be doing this plan mainly because all these hackers will be coming to our simulations, and we'll be able to see the holes in our current software, and that we will be able to fill those holes, and that would stop, and that will very much help national security.
Okay. And you were talking about technicians and hackers from both countries, as those are government hackers that we use to attack people.
I think I'm not exact. I mean, it sounds like hacker. It could. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's government hackers.
Oh, okay. So you're bringing hacker. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, we're gonna bring the people that get into that can get into our system, and we're gonna see how they get into our system.
So you're gonna ask them to come over here and show us how they get into the system.
Yes, and we're gonna do that with their infrastructure as well. And so we'd actually be helping their infrastructure as well.
Okay.
Yes.
You look like a soul in community. You see what's in here? Let's go to the next picture.
Oh, that's a good
Don't look sullen.
It's sad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Command the room, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, so let's ask a few more questions while you command the room. It's your room.
All right.
It's your time to shine.
All right. And under your advantages, you were talking about how Russia is going to improve relations with Russia.
Yes,
Any
because we're going to
evidence?
be doing this bilaterally, and that we will be able to help their security because we're going to be doing the same thing with them. Because they're going to be helping our security, and we're going to be helping their security. Everyone's going to be nice and happy about it.
Okay. Has Russia had any interest in working with the United States with cybersecurity?
The cybersecurity, yes. Actually, I think that's.
See, that was way better. Your eyes looked out and you asked us a question. That was better. Hey, listen too, like if you were looking face to face, maybe you should try that for a second. Okay? Look face to face and do this for just a second, and it's like a normal conversation, so you're making eye contact most of the time, but not too much of the time. And see what your face naturally does.
Alright. I don't think I can look him in the eye. Alright. I don't really have any more
Look at his
questions,
hair.
but I'll think of stuff.
All right,
Look at
just
his
ask a couple
forehead,
and see how you
right above.
see how it feels.
Okay, in your plan, you quoted an interview between two people, and who were the two people?
I'm not. Oh, one of them was a. I think I'm not exactly sure what piece of evidence you're referring to. Well, what
Okay.
piece of evidence are you referring to?
Evidence.
Ask him about stuff that's not about. He doesn't have to look up. Like ask him about how he made his plan today or something. Okay.
Um,
Just tell me about the
why,
process
why,
of making.
why
your-
do you like cybersecurity?
Well, it kind of makes this warm, sort of
Fuzzy?
fuzzy in my heart.
Alright. Does
also
Russia
it-
give you that feeling?
No, it's rather cold.
Yes, so you think you should put the fuzzy with the cold? It'll just.
Sort of polar bears on.
We don't like cold.
Okay,
But
this
we're
is
trying
getting
to say-
really
Okay,
off topic.
that is getting like a real conversation.
Yeah, it was
do you
getting
feel?
off
Do you feel a
topic.
little more like a real conversation? Like you had an immediate comeback and you're having a conversation. That's what cross-examination is supposed to be like. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how to
It
make
felt
it.
more real because I was talking about stupid.
All right, let's
stuff.
pretend that you're setting up topicality for your partner. Okay. What would he be setting it up on?
Oh, God.
We are talking.
I really wasn't thinking
Let me-
topicality.
Do it based on the East West Institute thing that happened today. Okay. Cross-examine about that.
Okay.
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 And try to be conversational, but don't look at him anymore. Look at us again, but be conversational like you were. All right.
All right. So, in your plan,
Mhm.
you were saying that you wanted to. You and Russia were going to make a treaty about the different war.
No, we're actually not making a treaty.
Convention?
We're not making a treaty at all. Actually, what we're
not
doing.
making a treaty.
No, we're just inviting them to help in our simulations, so we can understand how they're getting into our system, and basically
Okay.
how we are getting into how we're getting into their systems. But because we're doing that, we're going to be strengthening both of ours.
Okay, so you're having them come over to us, and we talk about how we defend against cyber criminals.
Well, we have it's like iron sharpening iron. They're going to help they're going to help us, but by coming in and basically destroying our systems, and then we're going to see how they did it, analyze it, and from that we're going to make a solution from it.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense. Russia coming over here and
Yes.
us telling them all about our cybersecurity problems.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting through it anyway.
And then, is it true in your plan that you had a mandate about United States and Russia having guidelines for what cybersecurity attacks should be? Like we shouldn't attack certain places.
Not in these mandates. That was our old case. that
Yes,
got
that's what we're
passed.
debating right now.
No.
Wait,
No.
No,
You should be up here saying, "Isn't it true that today the United States and Russia agreed
Oh,
that we're going to form
okay.
guidelines for cybersecurity and cooperate on cybersecurity?"
Dude, that's half evidence.
No,
No?
not for topicality or inherency.
Yeah. So, actually, this very day, a couple hours ago, the United States and Russia just signed a treaty using the East-West Institute to increase our cybersecurity with each other.
That wasn't a question; that was a
It
statement.
was. Is it true?
I didn't hear that
I
part.
didn't hear that part
I
either.
said that.
Just okay, right. He said, "Is that true?"
Yes. Yeah. In fact, it happened while we were debating the case.
Okay. So, we're already taking steps in this direction.
Yes, but actually, that treaty did not deal with the actual issues. It actually, I think, if I understood it right, we're just going to be making we're going to be making policies to if we catch the criminals. What this is actually doing is we're going to be strengthening our security right now. Like we're going to be strengthening like the walls to keep out the intruders. That's really what we're going to be doing under our plan. So the two plans, though they both work together, they're very different.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I mean, you to set up top. How would you be something like? So you'd say our strategy right now is to cooperate with Russia, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. And under strategies with Russia, we could do a bunch of different things with Russia, right?
We could do a
That
bunch
cooperate. Like there's a bunch of ways to cooperate on
Yeah,
cybersecurity.
there are.
And would you say that your case is one way to cooperate?
Yeah.
But it's cooperation, right?
Yeah.
So it fits within the strategy that we passed today, right?
Yeah, but yeah.
And we
it's
don't
the
know
same
everything,
mindset, so
like
the
the
principle's the same.
Right, all right. And the strategy we passed, they said we're going to meet for a year and then determine all the things we're going to do, right?
Yeah, but we're not doing that.
So in theory, they could come up with your plan in that year, right?
in theory, they could come up with a way to save the penguins in the Antarctic. But it's
So
it's
yeah.
unclear.
So
It's
you're right.
unclear.
So yes.
Yeah, but they could come up with a whole bunch of other
Right,
things.
right, sure. Would you agree with me though that they're probably the best qualified since they're spending a whole year and they are Russian and American hackers to determine the best strategies for improving our Russian-American cooperation in cybersecurity?
I got totally lost.
Don't you think they're going to do a pretty bang-up job? Do you have any reason to believe that they're going to, botch this?
Well, it's not the problem with the Russians. It's the problem with the U.S. because we're not that great when it comes to making great strategies, and we mess up a lot of things like
Right.
the Afghan.
Right. So you guys have got it all figured out.
Do we? No. That's why we need them.
So we need them to figure out the way forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I just set up for Kayla.